Well, I'm not an economist, so I can't give you the details behind why the yen is falling and why it is at such a level. I'll leave that to the experts. But I did see a piece on the national television the other day and followed it up about foreign workers who are obviously receiving yen for work, and their salaries aren't exactly they're quite meagre in many ways. And so the amount that they are sending home to families in Vietnam or Nepal or, say, for example, the Philippines has come under pressure. So the story went on to describe the extra efforts that people were making to live off less so that they could still continue to send money back. So it just reminded me of the pressure of something like the Japanese yen falling to the extent it has.
Yes, and it's the currency, particularly with the strong US dollar, currencies throughout Asia are a cause for a lot of concern. If you talk about the fact that migrant workers there don't earn a lot of money, what attracts people to Japan in the first place?
Well, I think the availability of work potentially, and obviously it's seen as being a key economy in the region. And so there's been this tradition of workers coming from China, from Vietnam, Bangladesh, Nepal, etc. But, it puts a lot of pressure on people at the moment. And this gentleman from Indonesia, who has gone to the extent of learning so much, like he's really quite fluent in Japanese and doing a terrific job, was living off $300 a month. That was his budget for himself so that he could send money home. So it sort of strikes me as a human rights issue more than anything else at the moment, that so many people are under such pressure.
Yeah. Are there, well, firstly, I mean, what does it mean for the local economy and potentially the flow-on effect to the workforce?
Well, yeah, because this gentleman in particular said that he was he was considering, like colleagues of his, returning home because he simply couldn't keep up, with this pressure. And of course, that puts a lot of stress on Japanese local communities where workers from overseas are really important. The agriculture sector, the care sector, nursing, factories and manufacturing and the like. And so there's, as Japan's population continues to age, and probably more importantly for this part of the story, a colleague of mine indicated the other day that as many as 690,000 people every year are reduced from the working population in Japan just by natural attrition and the low birth rate. So with that number of people coming out of the workforce every year, to lose more people due to these terrible pressures, because again, means that companies will have to come up with an idea about how they can support people in these.
Yeah. Is it something that the government is noticing and talking about publicly?
Well, the currency issues and exchange rates are always the department of the Bank of Japan. And of course, I'm sure there are conversations taking place about what this impact has on Japan in general terms. I know a lot of not-for-profit groups are looking at what they can do to support these foreign workers. And I also know of many really decent corporates who are doing what they can to support these workers who are under so much pressure at the moment. But the inevitable issue is that many will probably have to return to their home country.
Yeah, because it's just hard to know how long this is going to continue. Good to talk to you again, Melanie. Nice, and thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you.